Are you struggling to manage your customer relationship, track leads, and streamline your sales pipeline? A powerful CRM can transform the way you do business. Welcome to 20 CRM, the ultimate platform for managing customers' data, automating workflows, and driving growth. In this step by step tutorial, I will walk you through how to use 20 CRM to manage leads, track interaction, automate tasks, and generate actionable insight all from one dashboard. By the end of this video, you will know how to set up 20 CRM, organize your contact, create pipeline, automate workflows, and analyze performance. Now let's dive in. Right. So before we get started, let's break down what's make 20 CRM stand out. Obviously, it's open source, right? It is AI powered customer relationship management platform designed to help businesses build strong relationship with their customers. Right. There's so many advantages. For example, contact management, sales pipeline, automate tools, right? AI insights. It is a seamless integration with the tools like Slack, Gmail, Zapier, affordable pricing plan, and there's a lot of things. Now, if I just let's talk about the pricing. So it will give you only one price, that is a $9 per user per month. That is a unlimited records, customer object and field, API is priority, and there's a lot of thing here. And you can just start a free trial. If you have any queries, you can just go and click on schedule a call. Now on the top right side corner, let's go and click on get started here. You can use your normal Google ID. So I will just use my normal Google ID here because it's easy as compared to make a new ID. Now click on continue. Now here it will give you two options to choose your free trial. The first one is a 30 days trial, but it required your credit card. The second one is a 7 days free trial, but it without a credit card. So let's go and choose a without a credit card here. Now click on continue. Now here enter your email address and click on start trial. Now it is asking to create your workspace. So let's upload our image here. If you want to add it, you can add it. Just go to the upload section and you can upload. Now here, this is a workspace name here. So I will just write here workspace name as a filex express. Click on continue. Now here you can add your profile picture or you can just add your name and the last name and click on continue. Now here, sync your email and calendar with the 20. Choose your privacy settings. So here I want to sync my Google as well as you can also sync with your Outlook here, right? This is a subject and metadata, the metadata. So here I will choose everything. I will just go and click on sync with Google. Now here I will give one of my Google ID so that it can sync properly here. Right now you have to make sure you select all and click on continue. Now here you can invite your team, so you just need to enter their email address or just copy this invitation link and paste it and share it wherever communication social medias you use, right? Whether it's Slack, WhatsApp, or whatever it is. Right now I don't want to add here, but obviously you can add it. So right now we'll just skip this part. Now this is how it's look, right? So these are the, okay, we will talk one by one here. This is a company section. So this is just pre-default, it was added here. Obviously I can just edit this. Right now this people section, let's talk one by one right here. Now first of all, you will see this exact dashboard. This dashboard gives you a quick access features like contacts, people, companies, industries, preferred communication, and there's a lot of things like the pipelines, tasks, and reports. There's so many things, right? Connect 20 CRM to your email, calendar, other tools for seamless workflow. As you saw, I just connected with my Google. Right now, you have the account set up. Now let's organize your contacts and leads. So first of all, let's say this is the workspace we just created on the top left side corner. If you click here, right, this is a workspace, right? This is a theme. So I use a system theme. I can just go and choose a white color here, right? And by the way, there's a more features, for example, invite user, or you can just log out from here. Now this is a search, so you can search anything, right? Whether you're working on a pipeline, the contacts, the people, everything, right? Whether the integration apps and so many things. Now this is a settings gear icon. So settings gear icon, usually this is a profile icon, right? So profile settings. So for example, this is me. I can change my name, I can change my email, change my password and everything. Now this is the experience. Now what is meant by experience? The same thing, right? I changed my interface, whether it should be dark or system settings, whatever it is. Your timeline, sorry, your time a time zone, date format, time format, your language, and all this stuff here. Now here comes this a little bit important, which is accounts. So all the accounts which you have saved. So it's not only Google account, whether it will be Microsoft account or some other accounts like Zapier or Calendar, or there's so many things. So everything will be shown up here, and it will show whether that account is a sync with your 20 CRM or not. So if it is in sync, then obviously it will show sync here. Now this is a block list, so exclude the following people and domain from your email sync. So you can add a block list. For example, you don't want to sync any email which says, like for example, spammy emails, or let's say some typical organization. You don't, if you receive any email from Google or Microsoft or any of the companies and you want to exclude it here, so you have to just enter the email address and automatically it will not sync. Now this is a setting, so configure your settings and calendar. So this is my email settings. Now here everything, every data will be taken by the 20, right? I can choose what kind of data it should take. For example, if you want just metadata, then obviously you can select here only metadata here, right? Contacts auto creation, so I have selected sent here. If I want to give sent and receive, so both I can select it. So you can, depending upon your preference, you can set it, right? Now let's go back to the account. Same goes for calendar. I have a Google account calendar, so automatically it is in the sync. I've given all the permission. Now this is a workspace. Now this is a general settings. So as I told you, this is a workspace we just created. You can set a domain or subdomain or a custom domain to your workspace here. So for example, the domain is a whitelimetiger.20.com. So let's say I will just write here filex express.20.com and click on express, sorry, save on the top right side corner. Now you can see here, this is a domain that is a subdomain www.filexpress.20.com. Now let's press enter and let's see. I hope it will take me to the workspace we just created. Okay, this is some kind of error here. Now it's working well here, right? Now we are in the welcome page. Let me close this up because I've already opened in the background. Now here, welcome to Filex Express. So you can just go and click on continue with Google. Now it's asking me the same detail again. I don't know why. But anyway, I will integrate. There's already I have an account. Now let's come back to the dashboard. Now this is a workspace dashboard. Now let's go to the people dashboard here. So all the people in your CRM, right, in your system will be shown here. For example, this is Brian Chusky. There is email, right? And there's a system, so it was created in the system. Now this is a company, the phone number, right, creation date, the city, and everything, right? Job title, linked ID, Twitter account, and there's a lot of things. Right now here you can see it was by default created. Now this is created from my email list, and I don't know why it's created like this, right? List unsubscribe. I think there's some kind of errors. Okay, so it was a spam from the Telegram and it took me, so I can just copy the email address and I can put in the block list. In this way it will not sync up this email. Right now, for example, if I want to filter this, right, so I can filter it by name. So for example, any full name, so let's say I just want with the B, so it will show me only with the B, right? So this is a way to filter it out, right? It's really easy here. Now this is a sort. So sort, I can sort it with my name, email, created by phone number, city, or LinkedIn ID, right? So obviously if you have a long record, you can, this short feature is really useful. This is options, so it comes in the layout. I can open it in the Kanban, but actually the Kanban is not available for default view. So I think it is available on the side panel, right? Okay, now let's see if I want to create a new record in the system. So how I can do it? So I can just create it in this way, right? On the top right side corner, you just saw, I just click on this new record. You have to enter the name and you can fill up all this information. Automatically it's created by me, that's why it's showing here. If my other team member is creating, then automatically their name will be shown here, right? Now once I add, I have to just fill up all this information. For example, company, so they are from this company, right? And by the way, I can just add a completely new company if I want to do so. Now this is, I have to add the company name if I want to add a new company. Right now this is the opportunities and the people and everything, right? So it's become really easy. Now here, this is a task. So if there's some task which need to be accomplished by the Ron, so here I will just put a new task here and automatically they will able to do so. Let me just add a new task here. That is a task title is task test 1. Okay, I think there's some kind of error. Okay, task test one, right? And let me just erase this. Okay, the system is a little bit confusing here. I created the one was a name and the first second one was company. I don't know why it's showing me the two section. I think there's some kind of issue here, some kind of error glitch or something. It should not create like this, right? Because if I just go and create here task, let's say I just assign a task to this person. Okay, it's showing me here, but I want to open it in the Kanban board. So is it possible right now? Let me check this out. Okay, layout. No, still no. So that is, I think I like the Kanban board a much more because you can see here I like Trello and this is a way which I use the Kanban board. Now this is a company. So the company which I just created, it was not created a good way. That's why it's showing me here. But I can always edit this information here. This is opportunities. So here you can add your first opportunity, which says use our API to add your first opportunity. Now click on it. Now once I click on it, let me just upload two, right? There's an empty. So I'll just write here $1,000, write 10,000, and the close date is first, and created by me stage and everything, and click on open. So this is a opportunity task. You can see here this is a funnel or pipeline, right? It's similar to that. I can integrate the subtask and the new task in this section, right? And inside the opportunity it show me the all, and here once I go to the all, it will show me the opportunity which I created, and if I just go and click on open, it will open in a full large view, and I can just fulfill the task and the notes and the files. This is a really good feature. Now this is a task, so all the tasks will be shown here, and here this is a way, and automatically it will show up here. So for example, if I just open it up and click on open, now the notes, the timelines, right, everything is written here, right? Automatically it's a real-time sync save, and all the files will be shown up here. This is by status. So this is a Kanban board which I really like. I don't know why I'm not able to open it from here. They don't give the feature they should give here, but this is a by status. So for example, this is a task, and let's say this task has been done, so I can just click and hold and move it to the done section. Automatically the status will be changed, right? Now let's say I'm in the progress. Now the status has been changed to the progress, right? Now this is really a good feature. I really like it because I don't need to just go and click on change the status or something like that, right? Now this is assigned to me. So when you work with a large team, obviously this is some task is assigned to every specific people, and if there are some task which is assigned just to you, and here you will able to identify which task has been given to you, right? And you can just go and check this out everything here. And by the way, if you want to add a task, you can simply just go and click on add a task, and you can enter all this information and click on open, right? Now let's say I can just go and click on open. Now this is my task field here. I can write all this information, the description and everything, the timeline. The timeline will be shown, right? For example, when it got completed, it's like a history which cannot be deleted, right? So it's really nice feature. Now there's a last thing which is called notes. So here notes is something like a task, but it obviously it is a note, so it just act as a description part, right? You can just fill up all this information. Obviously you can add your team member, you can add a deadline or something like that here, but task, I mean, sorry, the notes is just like a notes, right? And I hope you understand it. But the task feature is really much more useful because I like to use it a lot. Now this is, I hope you found this information, because in the end these tools provide a clear overview of your sales process and help you identify the bottleneck, right? And these tools ensures repetitive tasks are handled automatically by your team member, right, freeing up time from high value activities. Now use these insights to refine your strategies, recognize top performance, and optimize your sales efforts. You can also export reports in various formats for presentations or audits. Now this is it. I hope you found this video very useful. I have already made a complete step-by-step guide to use 20 CRM to manage customers' relationship. And if you found this video really useful, make sure to like this video and subscribe.